Hafe. Welcome to Laddie Esports League. It is week 4 of our League of Legends Varsity series. I'm Kensanity. I'm joined by Arc Pulse and Administrator. We have a couple games lined up today, and it should be a doozy. How you guys doing?
Good morning. Doing fine. Arc Pulse, how are you?
We had some late night stuff last night, and it was blast with League, right? League stuff. So now I am awake. I'm trying to get into that feeling of getting hyped up for these matches to come. So I think, yeah, it'll be fun.
So today, for the matches, we have Mick D's for Life versus Run It Down in the Recreational League, and following that at 10:30, we'll have Aimless Uprising versus Leonautics in the Scholastic League between the schools, and at 11 o'clock on the UOG channel, we'll get Simon Sanchez Sharks versus the Trine Esports team. And you know what I like about today's game? These guys are in it. We got 3 bans already. Ban phase is done, almost done.
Yeah, there's
True.
So I go.
they know what they hate, I guess. Because one side we got the bot lane bans, the other side we got the tank bans. We are heavily into the tank meta at the moment because burst is so prevalent in League due to the item changes. We're gonna see a lot of tanks being played. We see Maokai being picked. So
shout out to all of you guys who are joining us on stream, especially my boy Dunna.
First in. The one thing that I'm noticing right now, though, is that I'm just looking at the bans right now. I mean, I'm still expecting a lot of more so the meta picks. So I mean, Jhin is open for ADC, so that could be an option. I'm not sure if they want to go for a tank slayer on the side of Mickey D's, because I do see the Maokai. However, a lot of tank slayers like things like Kaisa and Vayne, they're very much it's kind of dangerous. I would like to say it's very risky because trying to kite or go all in, you just have to be very careful about your positioning when it comes to dealing with stuff like Maokai, who can easily just root you in place, or Heimerdinger, who can also just stun you as well, and especially in team fights. So kind of wanting to see where Mickey D's is going to be going with their picks for at least the ADC. However, it looks like a lot more so they're going to be focused on solo lanes along with the support.
You can see the Echo pick by
Ooh.
yeah,
Mickey
kind
D.
of confused on the Heimerdinger pick on Run It Down, because they are hovering Victor, which is really strong right now due to his changes and the fact that he doesn't have to buy the Hex Core anymore. So he gets a lot stronger. Yeah, so Victor's kind of broken, but we didn't pick it. RIPD didn't pick it. So I'm curious to see what they do with the Heimerdinger pick. We do see the Jhin ban. Jin's another relevant ADC at the moment. A lot of ADCs are relevant due to the fact that none of the items are good. Most people are just playing mage bots.
Fear the shadows.
And
Fear controls them.
King ban?
Yeah, I'm
It's a pretty
expecting now.
meta ban out.
Yeah, I'm
What do you
kind of
expect?
expecting the Wombo combo from the side of Mickey D's and going for the Misfortune pick, because it just seems a little bit more sensible, because MF is also one of the relevant ADCs at this time, I'd like to say. Especially going lethality just like Jhin with the Eclipse and I believe the Collector combo.
Yeah.
So really expecting to see that on the side of Mickey D's. I mean, they already picked Varus, which I feel is really interesting. I'm assuming it's going to be most likely on hit Varus, unless there's another build that Varus would want to go in this scenario.
It's got to be on hit, because lethality is not going to do anything for him against tanks, and standing still isn't really an option into Echo, Leona, and Wukong. So it's quite interesting. Like, he has to play Ginsu's front to back style Varus at this point, the way they're building their team comp. They have a lot of area denial with Heimerdinger, so maybe that's what they're expecting, was for Mick D's to run into them, and then they can use Maokai and Sion to peel backwards for Varus. We do see the Vayne
Right.
pick, as you said, the
Yeah.
Tank Destroyer. So we're gonna probably see 2 Kraken Slayer Ginsu builds this game. and it's either gonna be better ADC wins or better tanks wins here, because the ADC's job is only to stay alive during these fights. Vayne's a lot more effective at staying alive due to the fact that she has the tumble. Well, like just invises. Oh my god, it's triple tank.
Oh,
Wait, what the hell is going
Wow,
on here?
wow, wow.
right, I know, and they
Maokai
know, and it's
support.
crazy. That's
Maokai
really crazy
support,
because
Hammerdinger mid, Scion top side jungle.
it's just like it gives more, more tanks for Vayne to shred through. But like I said, it's really Tomato has to be really careful about his positioning. Otherwise, just one mistake and can easily get caught out, can easily get blown up, and can be chased down by a lot of these, and chased down and locked down by a lot of just the tanks and all of their CC. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Tomato will play this out. Same thing a little bit with Varus. We have a lot of engage we have nearly all engage on the side of Mickey D's. So I'm really looking forward to how the ADCs do play. Same thing with the tanks and how they're gonna deal with these tank shredder ADCs if they're gonna be alive for the fight.
Well, Maokai said have pretty dependable CC, so it should be pretty easy for them to handle Vayne,
As we wait,
as long as they could jump on her.
Mick D's, they're actually doing pretty well in the league right now. They're 2-0. Run It Down, they are a new team. None of these players have met each other until like this week in person. So these are five or six guys who just kind of were interested in entering the tournament, and they're all relatively new players. So they came together. They have yet to win a game outside of that one forfeited match that every team is given, but they're looking to just enjoy the experience, and we'll see.
They have a very interesting team comp, so we'll see how they play around that. HBC, Eric's in the jungle is Volibear for Team McDonald's for life. Wukong top lane, Leona support, Echo mid, Vayne ADC. And for those of you joining us now, ADC is 8 attack damage carry. Just for the newbies out there, parents might be watching, they might need a better explanation, so I'm gonna do my best to make it into layman's terms. On the side of Run It Down, sorry, I just woke up. I'm thinking it's either Maokai support or Scion support. Both are viable. Maokai a little bit more so.
Right.
Scion most likely top lane, again interchangeable with Maokai. It's pretty flexible. Heimerdinger mid lane, Varus ADC, and Sejuani jungle. The thing here is Heimerdinger and Varus can be also interchangeable, because if you have Heimerdinger bot lane, you can set up turrets and you'll have CC to easily follow up. Actually, that might be pretty viable right now. It's something to look into, because mage bot lanes are popular, and then something like Maokai, who has guaranteed CC, can guarantee the Heimerdinger stun grenade, so that might be something to look out for. And then Varus mid is, since it's a short lane, it's a lot safer to play. But we'll just have to see where this lineup goes.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting though, because you're gonna put Varus, and if you put Varus in the mid lane up against like Echo, right? It's pretty dangerous. I feel like you have to just play Varus very carefully. In that, if it was that lineup, for example. And the one thing that I really want to see that a lot of people have been talking about is lethality Scion actually going Prowler Claw, because apparently even when you're dead as Scion, during his passive, you can still activate Prowler Claw, which actually made me like laugh incredibly. So we're gonna see how that plays out. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it might not be lethality Scion unless it's gonna be Scion support, because that's where I think it's much more prevalent.
Actually, the Prowler's Claw tech that you can use with Scion, that he uses his shout on a minion, and you could Prowler Claw the minion, and you will travel with the thrown minion to the end of the travel distance.
Oh.
Yes, so you can insect with Scion now. That's a thing. Not a lot of people know about that. And then of course we've seen the Duskblade of Drakthar Scion, where you just get one
Yeah.
shot by him and then he's invisible, as I like to call it, Inviso Scion.
Oh
That's just
no.
hilarious. So, like to see that too, but most likely not going to. Anyway, looking into the breakdown, we do have Maokai support with Scion top lane.
Hmm.
Uh, it's Arcane Comet Varus, which means this is the lethality variant.
Wow.
So he's
okay.
looking to win lane early and hopefully close quickly, because with Arcane Comet, you're not gonna get the attack speed of Lethal Tempo. You don't have as much on-hit prowess, so you're gonna lose out on that. But we've seen Lethality Varus work before in solo queue. It's fallen out of flavor due to a lot of the nerfs that happened, but maybe he can make it work.
Yeah, I honestly find it quite interesting. You're gonna go lethality virus because, I mean, what would be the build? I mean, I think of Yomu's. I still think of the traditional season 10 build Yomu's, Dustblade, but or even Umbral. Like, but what would his mythic be? Because if you're gonna be proccing Eclipse like all the others. I don't know. It just seems kind of just strange to me. I don't know if there's if there's a better mythic for him to choose between Dustblade or Eclipse in this sense.
It has to be one or the other. So.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And it looks like
Restarting
we're already
router.
pausing. We're
Problem
already pausing the
already.
game. Yeah. Looks like we're gonna be pausing the game. It looks like somebody has a router issue. I'm gonna be restarting that router. So this might be I'd like to say hopefully it's nothing more than a 5-minute wait. Hopefully it'll be up quite soon. But anyways, as we are waiting, Ken, why don't you throw it back to our sponsors? And,
Oh yeah,
you
sure.
know.
Sure. Laddie Esports is brought to you, of course, by Guam Windward Memorial, Heavy Hitters, and Monster Energy. Also with continued support from Goodwood Custom Workshop and Coffee Slut. We want to thank these sponsors for taking a chance on a new hobby and activity for people in the Marianas that they are really passionate about, and we're glad for all the support. And remember, guys. Oh, and an update. So, we've been telling you guys every week to get clip highlights from the stream and put it into our Discord, and continue to do that. And the prizes we've been giving have been pretty small. They were like, board games, like real custom board games, which were pretty dope. But Monster has provided us with cases of Monster Energy for every week.
Oh.
So you can add that to your prize pool for your clips. So make sure you clip a bunch of stuff. Shout out to Monster Energy for the drinks. And a case is it's a lot of drinks, man. It's a lot of energy to keep you up during your League of Legends games or whatever game you play. So definitely shout out to them for all their support.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Monster. They're always involved and stuff. Like, they're also involved in the drift racing thing that my younger brother is doing, and he wins cases of Monster, brings them home. Back when I used to live with the folks, so that's pretty cool, man. I'm actually down to win some Monster because I'm tired as hell right now, and I could use a Monster. So yeah, shout out to our sponsors as always, helping out
Right.
Guam Esports. Trying to get us out there with all these free prizes, guys. Hopefully you're motivated to clip some stuff so that we can get some cool clips for Instagram. You can follow Ken, or actually Laddie Esports, on Instagram at what's your at?
It's Instagram.com/ check this one out, Laddie Esports League.
Wow.
All right,
It's pretty
so there
creative.
it is. Yeah. I mean, it's on the nose. It's part of the brand, so
Yeah,
totally
Yeah,
makes
so
sense.
you can definitely check us out there for a lot of the updates. And it looks like we got a reconnection. I believe that is on the side of Run It Down. They have probably restarted the router less than 5 minutes, how I kind of predicted. So we should be starting quite soon. Just waiting for the okay from both teams to just unpause. It's gonna be very very interesting to see. I think we've gone over our analysis, so it's just more so on how this game is going to be playing out.
What are there any things that strike you as uncommon in these lineups in particular? Like I'm not really used to seeing the
Uh,
lineup on the right side or on the red side, but you know I guess that recent patch has changed a lot of the meta.
Yeah,
yeah,
it definitely has changed a lot. Heimerdinger and Varus have not
Varus.
seen play in quite some time. The variant that he's running with Arcane Comment is usually Lethality Varus, and Lethality Varus is only run in like really squishy comps that can be one shot or like poked out. This is not the case.
Yeah,
McDonald's for Life has an off tank, a tank, and a tank, a hard tank. So like, unless you're running Kraken Slayer or King Comet, I'm not sure how effective that's gonna be. But maybe early bullying to the Vayne can push her out of the lane phase and delay her power spikes at Kraken Slayer and her other items. If you could delay Vayne's items enough, maybe you could win the game, close it out soon enough. But
hmm
if not, then might be in a bad spot here. Okay, it looks like the game has been unpaused and play will resume.
Oops.
Yep, there we go. So here we go. Already starting off. Both junglers gonna be getting the Hail Blade for the blue smite. I mean it is always it's a good buy. I highly doubt they would ever go for red smite. It's not really meant for tanks to be dueling anyway, and so they're just gonna be using it to catch up with all of the enemy's members of the team. So very good very sensible start for both of them. Nothing out of the ordinary from what I see in terms of itemization, because you know starting items you don't really have that much variance.
Actually, Arc Pulse, I disagree with your comment on Hellblade. I go challenging smite on tanks because it reduces the damage dealt to you, and it does increase true damage if you could, auto attack them, right? Tanks tend to
True.
be able to stick on the people, and although we're not dueling when we're fighting, we're constantly autoing you for free because you're trying to fight around tanks. You don't want to fight the tank, so we get to hit you for free most of the time. So we're proccing our challenging smite damage all the time, and we're also reducing incoming damage. So usually you would smite the carry while you fought everybody else inside the team fight, reducing the damage from the carry due to the fact that you have challenging smite procs. So on Volibear, I could see blue smite for sure, because he does not have a definitive gap closer other than his like run up to you slowly move. But Sejuani
Right.
has really good gap close, really good CC. She doesn't really need an extra form of soft CC such as a slow. I feel like she could use challenging smite a lot better, and it's what I usually run in the jungle. But it always helps to have the icy smite, the frost smite. But I like challenging here in this situation.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and it really
like-
all boils down to like preference, I'd say. Like how much you're
Yeah.
comfortable with. So
It definitely boils down to preference at the end of the day. And let's see how this is gonna go. So looks like they're gonna be starting on opposite sides of the jungle. HPC Arcs starting from blue side, doing a full clear to Gromp, Wolf, and Sejuani going buff. Yeah, buff Gromp. So this is a classic 3 camp and gank potentially. Unless they
Yeah.
surprise me. And junglers seem to always surprise me.
it is very surprising because I would assume that with Sedge, like you'd want to do a full clear, right? Because I mean, yes, she does have great ganking potential at level 3, but looking at the state of the lanes, like what are you gonna be ganking, right? Because most of the time they're technically pushed in, especially even top lane. Looking at it right now, Sion just getting some vision, right? Getting the scrying bloom. And so that's the one thing I kind of question. I guess he just really wanted prio on the Scuttle Crab at this point.
Oh yeah, he just wasted a bunch of time. And HVCRX was able to pick up most of his camps, skipped over Raptors to do red, then went to Krugs, and now he has prio bot, so he's gonna pick up. So there's basically handshaking crabs. But HVCRX is in the lead on Volibear due to the fact that he picked up an extra jungle camp. Looks like Rueda is
Oh, in
going
the bot
to
lane, though?
skip over Raptors.
So we got a little
bit
bit
of
of
Scrap
chip
going
attack.
on.
Oh, and it may be Tomato might be using. Oh wait, actually Miker, and also
No,
Volibear.
ACRX is in the bot lane. He's coming in
Whoa.
hot. We'll be smacking him across the face, and it looks like this might be a double kill here, as King Fei
Yeah.
also goes down. Well played. So,
Exactly.
Run It Down got a little bit too ambitious there. They saw blood on the Vayne, over-committed to the kill. Vayne with Press the Attack has a little bit more combat prowess because Arcane Comment is poke, and you have to be really patient when you're playing that lane, and only going when you have lethal. They did not have lethal due to the fact that Vayne had both summoners up. She only had to use heal that fight. Leona only using ignite that fight. So now there's 2 flashes in the bot lane versus absolutely no summoners on the side of Run It Down. So they're in a lot of trouble right here.
Yeah, I'd like to assume so, and also just the fact that Volibear was in the area. I mean, like, I know he's clearing his top side right now, but with Dragon coming back up,
looks
and
like bot
actually
lane-
they're gonna be fighting again. Guys are kind
Yeah,
of
they're
bloodthirsty.
inside of a large wave too, so they're gonna take a bunch of damage for that one. Yeah, potions running,
Yeah,
and yeah, McDonald's for life will be able to go home for free here.
right.
Yep.
I don't know if King Fei actually noticed them backing. However, maybe an opportunity for it might have been an opportunity for Run It Down to actually secure the dragon, but it looks like he might be just hovering towards mid.
Yeah, they do have the jungler on the bot side. Heimerdinger has perma prio due to the fact that he has turrets. He actually doesn't have prio right now. It's like kind of even. He could push it out with micro rockets though.
I feel
No,
like he's
he's
just preserving a lot of his mana. If you notice, like he still has like a lot of it not really being used, and he's just wasting a lot of Clem's mana. So Clem might have to back at one point, but he does have the TP, so he won't really lose out on much in that scenario. Oh, we see an
stun
engage
coming
in
out
mid lane.
here from Echo.
Yeah.
Does bring how do you say that name? Nether?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and wait, there's a tank right here in the mid lane.
Oh, flash is blown from Heimerdinger. Oh, he uses ultimate for the turret.
Ooh.
Okay. A lot of damage
Whoa.
coming out there from Heimerdinger. All 4 turrets firing onto Quelm.
Yeah.
No push? No push lane?
And
looks like
you know,
he's just
this
gonna
is
leave
the
next stage.
This is the one thing that I noticed too, right? Like I mean, it was kind of risky for Clem to go in because, like I was mentioning earlier, he was just using a lot of his skills and abilities, so he didn't really have much mana. And I'm not sure if he just got stunned in the middle of all of those things for him to not chrono shift out, but I think even the mana sustain in the lane just also costed him there.
Not just the use of mana. Yeah, using his Time Winder to clear the lane constantly into Heimerdinger, who can also push really easily with his turrets. I can see that being an issue. Usually you save mana for ultimate. As we do see another team fight happening in the bot lane, as King Fei, Guida, and Miker are doing their best, but Tomato gonna pick up King Fei here. Oh, really nice unit played there by Roland. Gonna be catching out Miker again. And a stopwatch to preserve the last of his HP. Gonna be getting out for free. That is actually really well played by McDonald's for Life. They counter ganked with Echo, and this is looking very McDonald's for Life sided at the moment.
I'm really, I really do see McDonald's for Life doing, or Mickey D's doing, putting in the work right now. I mean, I just had myself some Mickey D's breakfast, so not really, unbiased here, but you know, they do have some pretty decent food, so we
We're not
might be
sponsored
able
by
to see
McDonald's. They
something
have
from
to earn
that.
those.
Yeah.
They have to buy us out.
Come on, Arcpulse. Like, you know, if you're gonna get breakfast, you gotta get it from Heavy Hitters Taro Burger. Okay, check them out every day, every weekend.
That's true. That is true.
The
My
bombest
bad.
burger on Guam. But McDonald's is all right though. I ain't gonna hate. I like me some McDonald's.
Yeah, but we're not sponsored, so you know, heavy hitters.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I actually didn't know they sold breakfast. So, dude, I'm actually down. Hell yeah.
I didn't know they
And if
sold
not-
breakfast either.
And
Sounds
if
good.
not, I'm also like.
They don't
I'm
sell
also down to check
serve
them out for
breakfast.
lunch.
Guys. They don't serve breakfast, guys, but they serve lunch for breakfast. So you know.
There you go.
It's like the opposite
Alright.
of breakfast for dinner.
All right, looks like pretty much nearly all the junglers will always be on the opposite sides of the map, just because of their starting of how they started their jungle pathing. Yeah, their pathing. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they're going to meet up, because I do see a scuttle crab that they might want to fight for or contest for. I mean, Volley is still there, but Weta really avoiding a lot of his camps, and I think that kind of can cost him, but I know he's just really prioritizing crabs, I guess, at this point.
Well, he's a level down on the Volibear. Level down from Eric's, because a lot of the ganks he's doing one of the ganks for the bot lane, it didn't pay off. So, whereas RX was able to just pick up some camps, you know, his ganks have been going swimmingly for him. He's picked up a kill, got an assist in the bot lane, so he's doing just fine. But Sejuani, like, he's a little lost right now. He realizes his camps are still down. Looks for the counter gank at bot lane, realizing that Volibear is. Do they realize Volibear is down there? Oh yes, they definitely realize Volibear is down there. Looks like Ueda and Nethor? Dude, I don't like Heimerdinger's name. It's so hard to say.
I think it's
I'm just gonna say
Nether
that.
Thor. Nether Thor.
Nether Thor? Nether Thor.
Nether
Okay.
Thor. I'll just
I
say
just
Nether
woke up.
Thor.
I'm having a
Nah,
hard
you're
time.
good. I think we're still kind of waking up. I mean, one really good team fight, I think, will really wake us up. So, you're gonna be.
You know,
Gonna
one
be,
interesting
waiting for those
change.
things.
One interesting change on the side of Run It Down is Miker. He played mid in their last outing, and Nether Thor, he played.
Oh, sorry.
support.
I'm sorry to cut
Wait,
you off, Ken.
sorry
We
to
do
cut
have
you
a
off,
gank
but it
for
looks
the
like-
top lane.
Oh.
HBC RX, yep, just completely set up on Scrappy there for free because of the pink ward. This is why wards are important in the top lane, guys. If you can't see what's coming, you're gonna get hit by a train. The train has come. As you were saying, Ken, they did a little lane swapping. Is that what you were bringing up?
Yeah. The support for mid and mid for support.
Oh, mid for support and support for mid. That's the change.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Interesting roster change. I actually thought that oh wait. Oh man, this is way too bloody in the bot lane right now. Exhaust going off. Flash from the Miker to get out into safety, but he goes and re-engages with the ulti. Fortunately, it's not going to be enough. Wait, Tomato actually looking a little bit low, but the heal has already been used. Miker actually staying in range. A little bit way too dangerous. King Faye trying to get him back into turret range. Roland gonna be going down.
Oh. King Faye was able to use the knockup properly there. Push Roland back into the tower with the Bramble Smash. So it did kind of work out for them, but I feel like Miker is just putting his life on the line at inopportune moments. Like, just walks up to auto attack when he's like 5% health. That is just not it. HBCRX.
And King
Good
Faye
timing.
gonna be walking into the bush.
Yeah,
Bad
good.
timing, man.
Just good timing, honestly, for RX. He's been where he needs to be consistently, and he's able to pick up free kills all the time. We saw that at top lane. We saw it in mid lane, and now in the bot lane,
Yeah.
catching them out of the tri-bush. It's really good jungle gameplay there by HBC RX.
Yeah. RX is definitely the train that you spoke of last in that last gank in top lane. He's still the hidden train that you need vision of. You need to know where is RX going to be on the map. Otherwise, you will get hit by the pound train. So,
He's actually
I definitely-
leveling Sky Splitter second. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought usually it's W into Q, but I don't play Volibear, so might be wrong. I don't think I am, but I might be wrong. Might have to talk to their coach for that one.
yeah.
So mythic items are beginning to get completed on both sides. We see Triforce coming out for Wukong, as Aethera has picked up his Spellblade item, his mythic item. Mid lane on Echo has picked up the Rocket Belt, which is an old classic for Echo. I think he's a lot better with Night Harvester because the burst damage is just insane, but Rocket Belt's definitely a good tech to guarantee your stuns. And we see Vayne with the Kraken Slayer, which is honestly the only obvious choice for her. She just basically gets a better W, her True Silver Bolts. So she does damage every 3 auto attacks on the same target, 14% max true damage at max level. And Kraken Slayer will allow her to do an additional 82 true damage. So she's basically doing 500 true damage per third auto on the same target. Oh wait, that's more than 500 because it's 14%. Well, it depends on what you're hitting, I guess, because it's a percentage-based thing. But does a lot of true damage. That's a lot of damage. Switch Leona and Vayne in the scoreboard.
Yeah, we already did it.
Oh,
we
we
got it
did.
going. Yeah.
Thank you, Maverick.
So the one thing that I'm noticing right now, RX kind of I wouldn't say he's wasting time, but he's hovering around the Rift Herald right now. However, he will be spotted out by the pink ward in the top brush. So kind of interesting to see.
Meanwhile, on the bot lane,
like
Roland landing a proper Leona combo there.
Oh,
there's a okay, 2 scrimmages, also one in the top lane, as HBC RX and Aethera are able to pick up a kill onto Scrappy671. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, there's a full combo being dropped by Roland and Tomato Zang, trying to do as much damage as they can and get a kill, as Echo roamed down as well. And they weren't able to actually successfully kill King Faye or Miker here, but they will be able to chunk out the tower.
However, look at Clem right now. He's probably trying to go in for something, and Roland trying to back up Clem because Clem is looking like he's caught out right now. Does not have the Chrono Ship available or Chrono Break available. Gonna be flashing out, but he's gonna die for that. So unfortunately, it's not gonna work out. Nether Thor with the upgraded rockets gonna be securing that kill.
Yeah, he played that really awkwardly. Quelm had the right idea when he was in the enemy tri-bush, but going that far without having any information on where Heimerdinger is, it's basically just running it down. So that was kind of a overly aggressive play by him, especially without the safety net of Chrono Break, which Echoes usually rely on as a crutch to get out of sticky situations. And he also backpedaled to get into his parallel convergence to receive the shield. Wasn't able to do so, and that stutter step also kind of cost him some HP and time. It's a little bit of misplay there by Clem.
I heavily agree there, and it does seem like wow, it really seems like RX is gonna be avoiding his bot side camps. Well, it looks like he's starting to head towards them as I say that because he really spent a lot of time really eyeballing the Rift Herald. I know that it was the only objective up on the map. However, we do have Dragon coming up in about less than a minute. So we're gonna see how this plays out. I'm glad that he actually got some farm in, and it does seem like Ueda has learned and is starting to do full clears. So just so that he could catch up. Oh, maybe something. No, I highly doubt it.
So we do see McDonald's for Life does have their entire mythic items set up, so these are locked in now. Leona obviously going to be going lock into the Solari. It's actually her item. It's her shield that she has in-game on her character. Sunfire Aegis being bought on Volibear, nothing new there. I guess the only variant would be Chemtank, Turbo Chemtank. But Sunfire Aegis just has an extreme amount of value at the moment, so completely viable.
Right. Technically, this is
Sunfire
the more. Oh, are we engaging?
TP.
Wow, Miker flashing out already, and there's TPs from both top laners going to be engaging. And there is the Wukong engage. going into the back line, trying to get Miker off, but it looks like Clam going to be securing the kill on Nether Thor, and Aretha are going to be securing the kill on Miker, and then Roland also getting the kill on Weta. That's going to be a team wipe on the side of Run It Down.
Yeah, that's a clean ace.
It is clean. And Scrappy just standing there.
Clean ace. So clean ace is when no one on your team dies and everyone on their team dies. So basically McDonald's for life just was able to completely outplay Run It Down. They set up their CC properly. We saw Ethera get into the back line and knock up the Heimerdinger, rendering him basically useless. RX doing his job as a frontliner, disrupting as much as possible. And in the beginning of that fight, Roland landed a really good solar flare onto both carries. So it's just the amount of CC and disruption that McDonald's for Life has right now is just making the game infinitely easier for them. Whereas Run It Down also has a lot of CC, but they're just not able to pull it out fast enough, like use it effectively enough at the moment. But that could turn around really quickly because Varus Chain of Corruption is very long range. It's really easy to land. If Nether Thor uses his upgraded E, which is what I think 90% of Heimerdinger mains use as their only upgrade, he can also engage at quite the distance with the upgraded grenades, the upgraded stun grenades, lightning grenade. And Ueda also has really long range Glacial Prison, and Scrappy with Unstoppable Onslaught. They should be able to engage better, but right now McDonald's for Life just so ahead with the mythic items in tow that it's gonna make it a bit harder at this point of the game. They are quite a bit of gold behind. Definitely the kill lead is demoralizing, and Vayne starting to ramp must also be quite scary. So.
Oh yeah.
We do see Duskblade on Varus, which is interesting. I think Eclipse would have been the better variant here because you're so behind, and the shield might help a bit.
Yeah, I was
and
thinking
I
that
don't see
too.
the Invisible Varus being a tech right now.
Yeah, I really do feel like a lot of the build pathing, even the rune setup from Miker is just a little bit, I wouldn't say it's completely outdated, but it just seems so season 10-ish.
Yeah, it's inoptimal at the moment.
Yeah.
Due to the new item change. Like everyone's walking into here with new items, and everyone's kind of confused. So I don't blame them for.
Wait, we might see something here in the bot lane.
Yeah, Heimerdinger and
they
Simon
did pop.
setting up in the tri-bush here. On the flank, like I said, they have a lot of long-range engage. They have to pull the trigger here, though. The
Right.
Kinfei is walking all the way up. Okay, RX is in the front line. None of the CC is being used. We do have Glacial Prison. We have Grasping Roots. We have Corrupting Chains of Corruption.
What?
Nothing is used.
Why?
Are we waiting for Christmas? Like,
I'm honestly a little bit surprised there because you mentioned all of those things, right? Chains of Corruption, Nature's Grass. They also had Glacial Prison. A lot of things that could just catch out the enemy team, but I don't know if they're just really scared to engage, but now it looks like they might be engaging on something.
Kinfei's just taking a lot of weird times to go in. Oh, really good blast cone there, but can't stop HVC RX as he jumps in Thunder Lord volley bear style on top of his target. They're easily going to pick up 2 kills here. So they had the numbers advantage at the time, and they just chose not to go in. They had the numbers advantage. They had ultimates to engage from a distance, and instead they just kind of hung out and let them take the tower from them for free. So
Dude,
I think it's a little bit of miscommunication, just like maybe they're unsure of what their team comp can do. It is a new season, makes it a little bit more difficult as the mid lane. Ueda gave up his Mama Raptor for that interference gank, I want to call it.
Yeah, that was like a little bit of a mini invade. I mean, the only thing that I could say about the bot lane was literally it was just a barbecue. That's all I could say. They were hanging out at the beach along with Shelly as they took away their bottom tier 1 turret, not engaging at all. So really want to see a little bit more engaged on the side of Run It Down because they do have a lot. They do have a lot of engage. And it's just more on, I feel like it's more dealing with the better positioning if they are able to position a lot better and focus down targets, primary targets. It's gonna be really hard because they have Aretha and they Aretha RX. Actually, most of Mickey D's team can easily travel to the back line, but it's gonna be, as long as they position correctly, I think they might be able to manage. It's just gonna be really tough.
Yeah, there's a lot of front to back potential on both teams, but with the Varus build being lethality, you don't have any answers to the tank because Heimerdinger went Luden's Tempest instead of the tank shredding Leandri's. Yeah, which I personally expected to happen. So how are you gonna deal with these tanks? It's tank meta. You have to have a Kraken Slayer. You have to have Leandri's. You have to have something to kill these meat walls. And right now, Run It Down doesn't have an answer to this. And perhaps their only answer would be to kill the ones that kills the tanks, which would be Vayne. However, in the top lane, we have Aretha with Black Cleaver and Triforce. He's still going to be doing a lot of damage to the backline, as you mentioned, and so is Echo.
Yeah,
so
it's not
I don't see Run It Down having an option to win. They don't have a win condition at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, if they're able to somewhat adjust, like I feel like when it comes to them winning, their win condition is based off on picks, like getting lucky, right, and catching somebody out. But even then, looking at the other team, they're more so slippery. Unless you're gonna be unless you do catch out Tomato. However, Tomato has always been around his team members, so he has been playing safe. He hasn't been playing heavily as greedy. So it's just really tough. I mean, look at it. Look at this right now. They're probably thinking that this might be a pick, but a lot of Mickey D's is rotating already. So there it is.
King flash in by King Fei. Huge solar flare by Leona into the Volibear ultimate. Everyone's getting that, and that's what happens when you have a team fight comp and you fight it in a bottleneck with all the AoE going off. There's absolutely no way you survive that. That solar flare by Roland was massive. He hit everybody. That enabled Stormbringer and Cyclone to just clean up. Vayne free hitting from the backline. Clem got his corner rig there to survive, but he's totally fine with that. They're just taking Baron. He's creating a bit of pressure. Miker was nowhere to be. He was in the bot lane during that fight. Like, I don't know what Run It Down's thinking right now, because that was not it. Of all the fights to take, that one was not it. They're outnumbered. They didn't have the vision, and they certainly didn't have the damage for that. So, that was a very convincing victory there.
I mean, it's really like I said, it really just goes back to positioning. I mean, look at how clumped up they were together when it came to the Leona solar flare, and then it just comboed into the Aretha's knockup, the Cyclone, along with a lot of just damage from Clem. So, you know, a lot of just AoE damage going all around, and they just couldn't move at all. So it's more on the, I feel like in that scenario, it was also a bad place to be in the jungle where it's really tight. Oh, Miker gonna be getting caught out once again.
Another flare. Oh, this teleport, this might cost you here, Scrappy. That might cost you there. Vayne is getting away with murder over here. Gonna be, yep, just free DPSing. This is the best game for Vayne to play. Oh my, Ueda just throwing her Glacial Augment into thin air. Here comes Volibear turning off the tier 3 tower. Tomato Zang, look at Tomato Zang. He's having the best ADC game of his life. And you know, with ADCs being so weak right now, it's nice to see an ADC able to play around this team properly. As Tomato Zang just able to DPS for free, no interference. We did see the twisting advance from Maokai onto her, but there's nothing that they could do about this. This is just a convincing victory by McDonald's for Life, keeping their win streak up. Definitely a team to look out for here as they end the game at the Nexus. No,
and also
no,
get a
Moss
kill.
play.
That to end it all. This is what we were waiting for to see. Looks like the tank shredding Vayne is the one thing that really just played a factor. But then again, a lot of the members on Mickey D's just played so well. Especially I had to give it to RX, just being pretty much always at the right place at the right time, to kind of help out his team members. So, but GG's to both teams. Definitely some definitely improvements can be made. It is I believe. We're in week 3. Am I right, Cam?
We're in week 4. This is
Week 4.
Oh, week 4. Oh man, I'm
Interesting
lagging
week.
behind. Sorry, I'm still waking up. So, pretty much in week 4. So they still have, I'd like to say 3 weeks, right? It's 7 weeks.
Yep. They have.
Yeah, there's still ways to improve and upset the bracket. I'm gonna hope that Run It Down can spice up their gameplay, because there's still some time left in the league.
Yeah, they definitely just need to understand the items and the itemization into certain team comps. That one definitely might need to do a little bit of studying there in terms of team comp and itemization. It really hurt them to have a lethality virus and a spell penetration Heimerdinger into basically a meat wall team comp with a Vayne free hitting from the back. Really wanted an assassin there to kill the Vayne or at least disable her in some way, like try to hobble her, but it just did not happen. So,
But you know what? We're going right into game 2. The guys are lined up. We got Aimless Uprising versus the Marianas High School Leonatics. Both of these teams doing pretty well. I think we're all set here.
Yeah, looking like we're all set to get started on the next game with Leonatics. And
it looks like Jasper Green is saying a member might sub in for the side of Leonatics.
Oh, okay. All right. So as they're gonna be discussing their roster right now, definitely the two teams that I really have enjoyed seeing as they have played, with Leonatics and Aimless Uprising, very teams that we have not heard of or seen, and they stepped up to play. They have the mechanical capabilities and team fighting to go toe to toe with some of our more recognized players, I'd like to say. And there's definitely some things that they can also improve on each side of the team. However, it's always been a blast seeing a lot of the spicy team fights both of these teams have dished out in their games. So this one is gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna play out.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Aimless plays really aggressively, right? Aimless
they got
Uprising.
good team fight. They're pretty aggressive in team fights. As we look at the standings, UOG Triton Esports sitting on top of the leaderboard with their victory over Aimless Uprising last week. FD Flakers fall to second place with the loss to Leonatics last week. And Leonatics, they lost to UOG in the first week. So
yeah, rock paper scissors.
Yep, definitely. We should see. I mean, but all the teams have pretty much come out to play. We'll definitely see how it shapes up for the next few weeks. It's actually very, very close here in the Scholastic League. So we'll see what 4 teams make it to the top 8. And just a reminder, Ladder Esports Varsity League is brought to you by Guam Woodward Memorial, Heavy Hitters, Monster Energy, Goodwood, and Coffee Slut. And remember, please take clips from today's matches, put them in our Discord. We will pick a winner at random, and you could win a free board game as well as a case of Monster Energy. Shout outs to our sponsors.
Hell yeah. And it is, these are some free stuff, right? If I were to pick a clip right now, I would go for the solar flare in the jungle. So, that was a pretty hot clip for you to pick up. So all I can suggest is, there's something that you can clip right now. You can also see these next few games for the Ladder Esports League with the Aimless Uprising, just waiting for them to start. I'm already thinking that this is going to be a spicy game based off on how both of these teams played in the last few weeks.
Let's see if get a replay here. I'm not sure which one of these.
Oh, we got a replay? Oh. Oh, is this the...
Man, we need to work on this replay filter. Oh, hey, we're getting right into this.
Oh, this is after they wiped them in the...
Yeah,
in
just
the
missed
jungle.
the team fight, maybe.
Wow,
Yeah,
what
that-
a great
that
replay.
was
Feels
a
bad,
team
man.
fight.
Who did that?
Still working on it.
Who-
Production's still working on
Who
it.
got
You
the
know?
replay? Oh man, wow. Here we go, right into the ban phase.
Alright, so already looking at what we're seeing, banning out Graves on the side of Aimless Uprising. Graves, once again, a very strong jungler in this in preseason. And also banning out the Malphite. I do remember from the first week, AZT on his Malphite, so definitely something, definitely a good ban. I feel like Leonatics has done some homework on AZT with their picks.
Alright, so we do see pretty standard bans coming out from... Red side is Leonatics, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
So we see some pretty standard bans. Everyone hates Malphite. He has a 58% win rate in mid right now. Everyone hates Amumu, everyone hates Samira. So yep, those are really good, just general bans. And on the side of Aimless Uprising, we have the Graves, Leon, and Yasuo. Yasuo's kind of a weird ban. Unless someone on Leonatics is a Yasuo main. It's kind of awkward.
Right, and also on the side of Aimless Uprising, kind of teasing me a little bit because they were hovering the Jhin, and Jhin is my favorite champion, but they're going to be substituting it and going for the Ashe, which is not really, it's not a bad pick because, you know, Ashe does have a lot of utility. I believe Ashe still does go Kraken Slayer in this in preseason, but more so for the on-hit build as what I'm familiar with.
That's correct. Lethal Tempo Kraken Slayer. Usually what you go on Ashe. She's just there to provide utility. You know, ADC this season, bot lane this season, is in a sad state. So all my fellow bot lane players out there, sucks to suck, but you know, supports, we had it really good for like 3-4 seasons. And now the power shift is definitely on to the solo laners and the jungler. But apparently, next patch, Riot's looking to help bot lane out since support players aren't able to even get to 3 items. We struggle to get to 3 items nowadays. I believe Riot said they're going to try to help us out there. And ADCs, since Immortal Shield Bow is basically griefing, unless you're playing Samira, and Gale Force is basically griefing on anybody, your only options are Eclipse and Kraken Slayer. I believe that the AD items are going to get some help. They're going to tone down the AP items, which are completely unbalanced at the moment. So that's why everyone's playing mages. And, you know, hopefully bot lane gets the gold per minute they need to succeed in the current meta. But we do see Braum and Nunu being picked on the side of Leonatics, along with the Caitlyn. Caitlyn is really bad right now because crit is not good. So we'll see how they use it. It's a good lane bully, but into Janna Ashe, which is a very safe lane,
Yeah.
I don't see them making any progress with the Caitlyn Braum combo.
Yeah, the thing is, like, even as you mentioned, like, Caitlyn in this time, like, Caitlyn is very weak, and I actually played her last night, and I did feel a lot of how weak she technically is. So unless on the side of Leonatics, maybe they have some sort of visionary on their side of the team, and they have discovered the optimal build for Caitlyn. I don't know what's gonna be coming out. That Caitlyn's just gonna need a lot of support and a lot of kills to get her ramped up, I would say.
Well, she has to go Kraken Slayer. I'm pretty sure it's like the only viable option on her. And
Yeah.
if she moves into a crit build from there,
Hmm.
or I guess you can go Immortal Shield Bow, but you shouldn't be getting hit as Caitlyn anyway. The Braum Caitlyn is really good for gank setup though. So
True.
if Nunu and Willem come to bot lane with the giant snowball, managed to somehow knock up Asher Janna without Asher Janna responding with Enchanted Crystal Arrow, Monsoon, or Howling Gale, then maybe they could do something with the Braum, Caitlyn, Nunu, gank at. There's a lot of setup there, but Ash and Janna are really good at saying no to ganks and no to drugs, so I'm pretty sure nothing will occur at bot lane if they execute properly. We do see another Wukong on the side of Aimless.
And we actually
Hecarim.
do see a Maokai on the side of Leonatics. So
All we're ever gonna see is tanks. It's just tank meta, baby. It's a good day to be a tank player. All my top laners out there, just jamming tanks all day, drooling all over yourselves. We love to see it. I love playing tanks. I just drool on myself and take damage. I love Ornn. I love Maokai. I don't really have to do anything. I just gotta be there and alive. It's not a hard role to play, but it sure is fun being the one eating all the damage. And you feel really impactful as a tank right now in the meta because you just don't die. You're disrupting the entire backline. It's a good time to be a tank player right now.
Now here we take a quick look at the Aimless Uprising roster for today's match. We got Joshua, Deadly, Chico, Jonah Grar, I don't know how you say that, AZST, and LMMC Minor. So we'll see how these guys play. They don't have Mitro today, which is one of their other players, but we'll see.
yeah, and Deadly Chico really gonna be trying to slay the enemy team with that maid outfit he's got on. So gonna be really looking forward to how he plays in the bot lane. That's all I could pretty much see from this point. However, it's gonna be quite tough because on the side of Aimless Uprising, it's they don't really have tanks for frontline, and you have on the side of Leonatics 3 tanks, 3 beefy boys to help peel for Caitlyn and Syndra. I mean, there is Wukong, there is Hecarim who can dive the backline. There is Lux who has also her, I'll just call it her laser beam. I forgot what her actual ultimate is actually named. Who
Final
can
Flash.
actually? Is it what?
Final Flash.
Oh, is it Final Flash from Dragon Ball Z? Hell yeah,
Oh,
let's
man.
freaking go. So
They need a Vegeta
apparent-
costume.
Or is it Final Light? I think it's Final
Maybe.
Light or Final Flash. Final
think
Spark?
it might
Last
be
Spark? Something
Final
like that.
Spark, right?
Final Spark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Final
think it's Spark.
It's not something Lux.
Final
Shouldn't
Shouldn't it be like
Flash, dude.
like Flashy Lux or something? Like, dude.
We got like a tribute to Dragon Ball
Luminous
Z.
Lux.
So
Should be Luminous.
Wait, is
Luminous
Final
Lux.
Flash from Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
yeah, Final Flash
that's
from Dragon
Vegeta's
Ball.
move.
That's Vegeta's
Okay.
move.
I am
Yeah.
still waking up. Late night gaming, boys. And if you guys ever want to see Arc Pulse or I late night gaming, you can catch us on our Twitch channels.
Oh, there you go. Shout it out.
Arc Pulse is over at twitch.tv/ArcPulse. And I recently started streaming. I'm on twitch.tv/Administrator. So come on over, join us for some fun games. We do play together. We play way into crackhead hours, to 2 to 3 to 4 a.m. depending on how we feel. So yeah, please tune in and come watch us play. A lot of the Guam esports players are streamers now too, so you can check out Thresh Chobo, Drea Kupo, and a couple of other notable streamers that play League of Legends as well. So if you're interested in some extra content, you can find them there. When Lottie Esports is, during the in-between weeks of watching Lottie Esports, you'll have something to entertain yourself with.
Yeah, you can learn a lot more about League of Legends. Definitely, it's very insightful to watch Alan play, and Paul's stream is very fun. So definitely check those two out. But you know what? You know what was pretty fun? Was the action from last week. So let me throw some of that up for you.
Show us
Stream
that
right now.
action, baby. Let's go. We're gonna run it back. So it's gonna be
Plays of the week.
yeah. Oh, so these are the plays of the week. We had also a Karthus 3-man kill. Oh wait.
Instant triple kill with the Karthus. We're gonna see a lot more of that with Night Harvester this season.
And check out the sexy
Right.
people over at Collab Koalas right there.
Yeah,
They have
checking
like
out
the best
team.
pictures. Look
They
at
do.
that
They
game.
do.
Look at that winning smile from my boy Aurora. That epic point by Isaac. I just love it here. It's so great. Oh, it's
And there,
Godkins. No, the
and there's
1v3.
Godkins. Dude, he doesn't even need a picture with the team. He's just by himself.
He just power stancing on all of them.
The clip was like 50 seconds long, so I couldn't even add it to the highlight because it was too long. I was like, oh wow, well okay, I guess we're just gonna have to
too long.
cut it here at 30 seconds, Pumpkin. Sorry, can you make your fights faster?
I believe the audio for that clip was Arcpulse saying, "It looks like Punkins is caught out," and me saying, "No, Punkins caught them out."
It's true.
That's not a
It's
1v3.
true.
That's Punkins versus the entire enemy team. He does not care.
He doesn't.
Godkins.
He really doesn't.
Rise up. Oh, I should make Rise one of my emotes. I'm definitely gonna do that. Church of Godkins. Rise up. Anyway, I'm gonna stop simping for the Godkins. He's not even in this game. Back to what's important. Aimless Uprising versus Leonatics coming in. But before the game loads up, sponsors, I guess?
Yeah, we'll take one more look at the standings for the Scholastic side of the thing. UOG, once again, up top, doing pretty well. They had that one loss to FD, but they seem to have bounced back, and FD wasn't able to continue the momentum as they fell to the team that we're seeing today, MHS Leonatics, and we're about to jump right into that game if it loads on my screen.
And once again, this is the interesting thing, how UOG beat Leonatics in the first week, and then the week after lost to FD Flakers, but the week after that, Leonatics beat FD Flakers. So this is the reason why, you know, these teams, you just cannot count them out. Leonatics currently doing pretty well. I mean, they do have a 1 win 1 loss. However, they may be able to secure a win on this game, and we'll just have to wait and see how Aimless Uprising, if they have cleaned up a little bit and have become a little less aimless for this match.
That's a good one, Paul.
All right, so we do see a unorthodox start here from both teams. Kind of a sporadic defense. AZT and LMC Miner is not even in the Pixel Brush. He's just power stancing on the enemy team. Jasper Green setting up. It's looking like a loose defense, not quite a 5-point on the side of. Damn, we really need.
Aimless
MHS?
Uprising or Leonatics?
Mariana's High School, yeah, Leonatics. They have like a 4-point, kinda. Oh, okay,
whoa.
Jasper Green gonna be proccing his aftershock right away, just letting him know he's there. You know, giving LMC Miner a little love tap there.
I like this.
Just hugs, Maokai hugs. You know.
Yeah.
Just setting up my scoreboard real quick, making sure everyone's in the right place. Alright, and we're ready to go.
Okay. So on the side of both teams, I mean, pretty standard rune sets. With Kaiser Will going a little bit more of the aggressive side. I know I've seen Syndra also go phase rush, but it looks like they did opt for the electrocute this time.
And as the viewer polls are in, who will win, Aimless Uprising or Leonatics? It looks like we have a 75% on the side of Leonatics here, so they're the favorite team in terms of Twitch chat. You can still get your votes in, guys, so we'll see how that goes as the game is proceeding. Both junglers starting on the same side of the map. Ooh,
Actually,
okay.
wait, actually, this is kind of spicy. Like, what do you think about the tier start on
Awful.
Syndra?
Tier
Yeah.
bad. Tier bad item. Never build. Bad. Unless you're Ezreal, bad. They nerfed Archangel staff so hard, it's just not worth building. I understand that mages are mana hungry and you need it, but tier start so bad. No stats, only mana. Bad. No AP. Don't build. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it
Toxic.
makes sense. That's the reason why I was like kind of questioning that. I was like, wow, they actually, you go like, you know, you go for the electrocute, and then you're going for the tier start. I mean, it feels like you're just, you know, you're
Shooting
trying
yourself
so
in the
hard to
foot?
balance out. your stats or something like a JRPG where you just give every stat point to every single stat when you don't need to. You know, that's
Yeah.
how I feel.
He's not min-maxing.
He isn't. He is not.
Alright, so yeah, the issue with tier start is, again, like Arc Pulse said, no damage, right? And tier is only stacked through hitting your opposing laner or opposing players with spells. So you can't get that charged up very quickly. Then the end game item for tier for mages is Archangel Staff, which they remove the shield active from for some reason. Is completely gimping the item. So people like Anivia, Kassadin, who really need mana and use tier often, audio delayed.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
shoot,
sure
what
what
delay?
is it. Hold
I
on.
don't know.
Let
I
me.
don't know how
I'm gonna try and.
Or just fast forward till live, maybe. Art. Whose audio is delayed, chat?
Is
Game
this
audio
stream
delayed.
Or-
Oh, game audio delayed.
That's actually quite interesting. I would not have expected a game audio to be delayed in that sort of sense, unless maybe he can reset it by just skipping forward a few seconds.
Yeah, just press plus on your keyboard, Ken, to speed it up to live. Maybe that might help a little bit.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll help us out. And shoutouts to Twitch chat for you know, catching that. We do appreciate your feedback so that we can give you the best you know, the best quality stream as much as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
you know, we're improving every day.
see if that's fixed. I don't know if it is, but
Retribution is at hand.
Is it
Kind
better?
of hard to tell.
Is it better, chat? How are we looking? Alright, hopefully it's better.
Oh
That's,
no.
hard to tell? Oh, if it's hard to tell, then maybe we'll survive. Hopefully we'll survive.
No, we could really still see the delay. We could hear it. Unfortunately, I don't know. That's kind of strange.
yeah, I
to me.
don't know how to change it. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, there's no actual way. I
Sorry,
don't
guys.
think so.
That's why we
That's
need that
kinda
godlike internet, man. So, you know,
Yeah,
shout out to the telecom sponsors, Docomo, GTA, IT&E, hook us up.
Hey, shout out to our future telecom sponsors, you mean? You know, I want that Elon Musk internet. That's what I want. That some of that space technology.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Give us that internet.
Right.
Elon Musk likes charity, right? We're kind of like, Guam is kind of like in need of that kind of charity. I feel we need good
Yeah.
internet. Well, that was a very interesting Giant Tornado being thrown up bot lane. It's completely sideways. Yeah, delay for sure. 1 second behind. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame League client. League is a very small indie company, and they just can't afford to fix their client or their game. So you know, you guys gotta understand, this is a very small and up and coming video game, and you know, it's a small indie company. They only make a couple $1 billion. They're really busy making music videos. So at the moment, they just aren't able to fix the games. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure League of Legends will work on that eventually, and spectator mode will be fixed and a little bit easier to use, more accessible. But until that day comes, you know, we're just gonna have to live with this 1 second delay. You know what I'm saying? So, small indie company. You know, yeah, we just need more KDA videos. Client doesn't need to be fixed. It's not like I have to reconnect after every game. It's fine.
True.
Everything is fine. The room is on fire.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
This has been a very calm game, by the way. The entire time we're just kind of rambling about random stuff. Nothing of great interest has been going down. 0 objectives. Just basically farm lanes all across the board.
Yeah, that's so true. And there's also been just like a lot of harass from what I've been looking at. Like AZT has been harassed in the mid lane by Kaiser Will. However, there was nothing definite to pop him. I mean, Kaiser Will finally has his lost chapter. However, even with the lost chapter, it's not really enough for the one-shot guarantee just yet. So interesting way things that we're seeing right now. Lots of back and forth trading. However, we do see Joshihua in the bot side river. He was probably looking at maybe securing Drake or trying to gank bot lane. However, he has dipped out immediately.
Is it Joshihua or is it Joshua? Oh, first blood, finally. Alright, so Kaiser will able to pick up first blood with the Syndra outplay button. And here comes Joshua to mid lane. No, his devastating charge is gonna be stopped midway through. And here comes Nunu with a counter gang! Big snowball! Jumps right in. Really good timing there by him. Able to help. Kaiser will pick up yet another kill. So, Syndra with kills. Very, very scary.
Yes. No. So I know that he did start off with the tier with no damage, but you know, with those kills now, he's definitely gonna be able to buy some items and cash in, and be a lot more of a force to be reckoned with on the map.
Yeah, he's got 1,700 gold, 1,900 gold due to the tower plating being taken there in his back pocket. That should be almost
Wait,
enough to buy his
they're going in the bot lane. It looks like the Asher are gonna go on to jumps right in, but it's not gonna be able to.
Monsoon's still available. Yep.
Wow.
It's gonna be stopping the Nunu's absolute zero. They will be able to take down the Caitlyn here. See, that's why you don't dive Janna.
Oh my god.
Still winnable. Aimless
That was
uprising.
crazy.
Yeah, really good play by Jonah Gurao. Jonah.
Just go
Really good
Jonah.
play by Jonah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking also like there's a gank in the top lane. It looks like LC Miner going with the ult of the Cyclone, and then also Joshua going in as well. Jesper Green gonna be going down, not gonna be flashing out. I mean, it's not like he should be flashing out anyway. He was pretty much doomed at that point.
Yeah, when you're doomed like that, wasting your flash, that's called the flash of hope. There is no hope in that situation, so he made the correct play by not panicking. And as a tank, you know, you kind of want your flash up, especially as Maokai, because you do have the Twisted Advance available to you, which is guaranteed CC if you can land. I mean, all you gotta do is click on the enemy target, so enemy champion.
Yeah.
So maybe, just maybe, next team fight we'll see a teleport into that Twisted Advance. That flash being saved will be very impactful. Yeah, but Nunu doing work, jumps right in. You know, catching a lot of people out here. He didn't get an assist for... How come he only has one assist on my screen? Did he not just
know why. Oh, because remember they failed the gank at bot lane?
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Yeah, they failed the gank at bot lane. So
Sorry, I have the memory of a very intelligent goldfish. So not very good. Alright, so Kaiser will. Oh, he opted to get sorcery boots instead of building his lumens. Interesting.
wait. So my question is, like, you know, what is he building when it comes to tier? Like, is he still building, you know?
You have to build Archangel. He doesn't build it in anything else. That item
Yeah,
is,
but the thing is, it looks like he's building Luden's pet. Wait, what is the build path for Archangels now? Is it? I thought it's still
Archangel
last chapter.
is Tear the Goddess into Needlessly Large Rod into Sapphire Crystal. As Kaiser
Oh,
will
they changed it. Okay.
just completely drops his Unleash Power onto poor AZT there. He's gonna get one shot. Yeah, the one shot button is really strong on Syndra. You gotta watch out for that combo.
Right, and you know, it's just like what I mentioned with the electrocute popping off now, like going for the more so aggressive play. He was not able to also activate the barrier, so this is kind of right, looking kind of doomed for AZT, but he still can get those snipes if there is a team fight available, a good team fight for him.
Meanwhile, it was Nunu picked up Dragon there. Hecarim should be like turbo griefing people with his devastating charge. He should be just running at people, but he's kind of just farming it up. AZT's behind, and Josh is kind of griefing him by coming to mid and helping him push, quote unquote. You know,
Yeah,
classic jungle. In the interest of the jungle play there, to get a little bit more experience. Oh, as we start off third Herald, here comes jumps right in with the snowball. Kaiser will gonna find a really good pick there. able to finish, jumps right in, able to finish off the Lux. There's a Unleashed Power, taking down Hecarim almost instantly. Dude, he is doing a ton of damage with Ludens. Kaiser will already finish his mythic item 13 minutes into the game. That's a force to be reckoned with.
I honestly did not agree with that play. They made it really too obvious that they were gonna go for the Rift Herald because, you know, they had Joshua like trying to push out mid lane, and then they also stepped over a ward, going towards the Rift Herald. So pretty much Leonotics already knew at that point like it was an obvious play to go and try and steal, or not steal, but trying to sneak the Rift Herald at that point, which was not really the case.
They kind of did that with the lack of wards as well. No vision control. They did push out mid, so I saw the intention there. Janna shielding the tower instead of herself. Might be going down to Caitlyn. Auto attack. VCK coming out. Deadly Chico saved by the Monsoon's healing at bot lane. Okay.
And then activate your ghost. Joshua, you could probably go in. I don't know.
Yeah, you could
what's
definitely
going on.
go in. You have devastating charge available. He's too afraid. What do you do? Dude, never mind
are
the
you doing,
ward.
the ward?
You're overextended. They're not even paying attention. Just charge in. Ah!
Bro, it's so hard
All
to
for
catch
you.
the action in the mid. Like, it's just getting blown up. Like,
Yeah, I mean, Lux is behind. AZT's really behind in terms of gold
yeah,
experience.
you see the CS difference, like in the ADCs and the mid. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, by the way, at the bot lane, Jonah just saved Deadly Chico by face tanking the ace in the hole by Caitlyn there. Well played.
Literally did not move. He literally did not move for like how many seconds, honestly, when I saw him do that. I was like, what? I don't know if he was just in shock by getting blown up by AZT getting blown up in the mid lane once again, so but it looks like I mean, first brick has already gone to Leonotics in the mid lane, but they're gonna secure another turret in the bot lane, and they also still have access to the Rift Herald, so maybe might be a play top, or if they get a good team fight, might go wherever that team fight happens.
Yeah, I do agree. As a Mystic item is picked up by most of Aimless Uprising's team, we see Triforce on Hecarim, which I really don't agree with. I think Divine Thunder is a lot better. We see Divine Thunder on Wukong, which I agree with because Divine Thunder is OP. Immortal Shield Wall on Ashe, which both Arc Pulse and I think that Kraken Slayer would be better here. But since they're really behind and they are against the Syndra, I think versus the Burst, maybe Immortal Shield Bow is the play here. As I say that, LMC Miner and Joshua are going top lane to try to pick up Jasper Green, but Jasper Green has Aftershock and will be able to just walk out of that. Here comes the counter
But it's
gank.
not over yet.
No, wait, jumps right in. It's just taking a little bit of a tourism drift onto the tower. He's good. He doesn't want to fight that. He's alright.
He was in the trolleys down in Tumon, and he just wanted a sight to see.
Yeah, he was just chilling. Bit of a drive-by there by jumps right in.
Exactly.
He
So,
jumped. Yeah, he jumped
now-
right out. True.
It is contrary to his name. Maybe we might see something happen in the bot lane. We do see Kaiser Will. He's hovering right now.
Okay, they should know better. Okay, Deadly Chico just with the movement, avoiding it. Jonah.
Wait, and we get an
Off the
arrow
ground.
out, but ooh,
Unleashed.
Jonah.
Oh,
Dude, Jonah getting blown up by Syndra once again. All you just have to do is unleash the power, and you know.
he's a bit strong right now, I would say. You know, just through my analysis, I would say that Syndra is a little bit strong right now. Not gonna lie.
A little bit strong.
It's a little bit imbalanced. Yeah. That's the thing right now with solo lanes. Once you get put behind, you're gonna just stay behind.
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
He just flashed right there. That was insane. Taser Will with the flash in the bot lane and just completely blowing up Deadly Chico. It looks like the maid outfit is not gonna be, you know, winning this match for them at this point, unfortunately.
Yeah, Immortal Shield Bow and the maid outfit just not quite able to save Deadly Chico there. Unfortunate.
the one thing that I really still find quite interesting is Caitlyn on the shield bow. I mean, it's not like they're on. I mean, Leonatics has already been doing well. JHSW, not even that behind, pretty much way ahead of Aimless Uprising. But you know, I would assume that because their team is quite ahead, you know, Kraken Slayer is still the option, but maybe just predicting the possible burst from Lux or Wukong. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Right. I mean, their team is so ahead. I'm pretty sure he could build Gale Force here and it wouldn't be a tank. Okay, LMC Miner getting traded on by Jasper. Jasper does not care about the damage you do because he is a tank, and tanks just do not care this season. Look at the diversity in tank build. We have Maokai with Sunfire Aegis, plated steel caps. We have Nunu with Sunfire Aegis, plated steel caps, and a qualifier. It's like, it's almost like maybe that item is a bit imbalanced or something, right? But again,
Right.
small indie company.
In the engage in the mid lane.
Okay, okay.
ABP missing his snare. However, look at those kiting. Oh, and also the missed arrow from Deadly Chico. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get anything off of that.
It's an excellent effort.
Wait, they're running it down.
JHSW is actually pretty clean on the Caitlyn, but he will be getting caught up by LC Miner. Instant flash out. He's still alive, still DPSing in the backline. Unable to pick up any kills, but hey, that's pretty good. That's some pretty good ADC movement right there, if I do say so myself. That guy stayed alive. Immortal Shield Bow saving him from the Wukong Cyclone there in the backline. Yeah, you know what? Aimless Uprising, still trying to make stuff happen, no matter how behind they are. And as I say that, Joshua getting a little bit caught out. Nope, he was going to be getting out with the Blast Cone there. Nice and safe. Oh my goodness, that was just an E and a Q. AZT's half health by Kaiser Will's Syndra, really imposing his will onto the enemy.
I mean, when it comes to that, right? It just when you're 4 levels above on most of the enemy team, right? It's just, and also all of those items, you know, it's bound to show, right? It's bound to show.
Yeah, he's got Horizon Focus too, so Horizon Focus really strong on Syndra because you can expose them for 10% more damage, which means as long as you land your Q, W, or E, your unleashed power will do 10% more damage. Makes a lot of sense. Actually, I should play that bot lane. Sounds pretty viable right now.
I mean, Syndra bot lane has also been, you know, pretty. It has been played in the past, so, and I think that with the whole fact that you can still also play Mage's bot lane, especially in this season, yeah, I can see that happening. But maybe an engage in the top lane. Once again, trying to go for Jesper Green, who can completely disengage you, and
he does not care.
Yeah,
he does not care. Jasper Green's just hard vibing at top. He does not. He does not even. He's full health again. He cannot even bat an eye at the fact that they are existing. He's just vibing.
Oh, and
Tanks
it looks
are
like
just vibing.
Kaiser Will gonna press R, unleash power.
Oh no. He doesn't need any more kills. He's trying to, you know, put his ADC in the spotlight. Gonna go ahead and hand that off to JHSW. As LMC Miner comes charging in head first. JHSW, an opportunity for another kill here. Does have the exposed proc on Horizon Focus. Does not go off. As Expresso Depresso will be peeling back with the Glacial Fissure. A little bit of a waste of teleport there by LMC Miner. Yeah, Expresso Depresso, that's the support.
I didn't notice it was actually Brom's name. Oh my god. Okay. Gotcha. The one thing that was kind of dangerous in the bot lane was, you know, there was a lot of re-engaging without any ultimates going down, so, and even though Kaiser Will was at half health at that point, it was still quite risky to try and you know, sneak a kill onto her because they did not have enough damage.
Sorry to cut you off. Meanwhile, at top lane, Maokai slowly but surely picked up the tower. Okay, very interesting flash there by Jasper.
Oh!
Okay, he will be taken down. And meanwhile, Dragon's being taken, so Nunu gonna chomp that up. But
Wait?
Wukong, yeah, LMC Miner was able to pick up Jasper Green there at the top lane. Jasper Green kind of just ignored him as he was just slapping the tower with his big brambly hands and almost killed Miner with just auto attacks and Maokai base stats. So Wukong able to pick up a kill there for free. So he's sitting pretty at 2 kills, but his team really needs him to carry them right now because it ain't looking good in the other lanes.
Yeah, when it looks like you know, there's no real objectives are right now on the map. I mean, there is the Baron that they can go for. However, most of their lanes have been pushed in on the side of Aimless Uprising. Same, and this Caitlyn right now, JHSW pushing by himself, kind of dangerous.
Yeah,
'cause we
LMC
see
Miner can catch him out here. Boom.
Oh, right?
No Cyclone.
Oh.
Cyclone was on
Wow.
cooldown. Yeah, Immortal Shield Bow, lifesteal baby. I guess that's why he bought it, so he could get caught out and just walk away for free. If LMC Miner had
the
Cyclone there, I
patience,
think he
though.
would have died. Yeah, he
I really
definitely
love the
would.
patience.
I like the warding. You know, Aimless has really good defensive ward set up here for the Baron, but no one can act on it. So, unfortunately, it's kind of got wasted and eaten out by keep forgetting their name. Leonatics.
Yes.
Because it says
that,
MHS on my screen, but I know it's Leonatics, so I had to like think, oh, what's MHS stand for? It's like, oh yes, Leonatics.
And this is so. Look how interesting this is. You know, they're going for the top. Oh, the flash!
You on top like the clean flash by Caitlyn, avoiding the enchanted crystal arrow. She's just standing and banging, DPSing as much as she can. She's gonna be going down. Syndra landing a burst rotation on the Deadly Chico. Deadly Chico is gonna be going down. LMC Miner last man standing here. Nope, Twisted Advance not gonna go off. AZT is also gonna get out. Jumps right in, jumps right out. Gonna be walking away there. Only taking down JHSW for the low cost of 3 members of Aimless Uprising.
And also,
Oh, another
AZT
huge
just
run.
walking up to Syndra in a straight line. That's not the play, my dude. Right now, AZT is gonna be having to flash out. Gonna get hit by the snowball, but it's not enough. Jumps right in. Did actually jump right into the middle of that fight. So, the one thing that I did notice about Deadly Chico, oh, never mind, they're still re-engaging. There's the ultimate from Hecarim, gonna be going down, and they're gonna be trying to chase down Espresso Depresso and Jasper Green. However, they have way too much disengage. Jonah going to use
AZT a little bit on his lonesome here. Okay.
right?
Yeah, he's just getting bloodthirsty. He needs to pick up a kill.
Jasper Green just gonna be the meat shield of the century, taking all of the damage and just walking away with it. Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and
Taser
there's a
will
cut
gonna
out.
pick up Joshua. Yup, there it is. Unleash power. Goodbye. Deleted. Oh, Enchanted Crystal Arrow being sent to the moon.
Wait, this might be an
Huge cyclone there by Miner.
Whoa, they're not autoing JHSW. Oh wait.
Okay,
there's
AZT was able to pick up the Caitlyn in the backline there. It's looking for Deadly Chico, trying to kite for dear life. Not quite enough against Jumps Right In, who is a tank and does not care that you do damage. LMC Miner able to pick up Kaiser Will. That's a huge shutdown.
the $1,000 shutdown.
Wait a minute, dude.
And it
Come
looks
back?
like
Question mark.
this might be the comeback. LMC Miner still
Winnable?
living, but he's dying right now because of the Thorn Mail. He should stop autoing
No,
and get
LMC's out.
out.
LMC's out. He's good. Yo, LMC Miner is trying to carry this game, so he needs a chiropractor. His back is hurting right now.
Dude.
Okay, he's going full ape, monkey man, top lane, just doing the damn thing, doing his best. But
All I can
look
say
at all
is,
the armor
hot
being
damn.
built. Look at all the armor being built. He's gonna find out he really doesn't matter soon. Cause Thornmail is finished on Maokai. Thornmail is in progress for Nunu. It's gonna feel real bad soon.
The one thing that really that's really detrimental on the side of of Aimless Uprising is they don't have the tank shredding items, right? I mean, you have Wukong on the Divine Sunderer, but that's it. That's all you have. They don't have anything else. Maybe, and you know, Oblivion Orb does not give you the Magic Pit anymore, so, ooh, they're gonna be also securing Soul, Mountain Soul, if I can be more specific, and that's just gonna make them even beefier. You have to deal with 3 beefy front lines, and you have a fed Syndra on the other side of the team. What are you gonna do? You need to build those items to shred through the front line, but it's gonna be really tough.
Yeah, Hecarim without Divine Sunder is a bit of a grief. Because if he had Divine Sunder right now, he would be one-shotting Syndra and Caitlyn. Well, then again, he is a bit behind, so maybe not. But Divine Sunder Hecarim is insane, and I highly recommend it to anybody out here in chat.
God.
Oof.
That honestly, I don't think that was the play. I mean, Unleash Power is down, but look at how low the cooldown is. 40 seconds. Literally can just be using it in the next, you know, as soon as they finish this Baron, I'm pretty sure it'll be up.
Yeah, there's no way you can test this. They just gotta give it up.
Yeah.
No point in hanging out. Deadly Chico, AZT, and Joshua. Okay. Oh, I saw the potential, but
that was really close, but
stealing something from Nunu though is damn near impossible. Like he has
that's what I
consume
thought.
smite. Like it's really hard to steal it, but I like the effort. AZT trying to land that laser blind like a Chad. Oh, AZT, you're out of position. Okay. Oh, maybe Kaiser Will's the one out of position. Miner dropped incredibly low here, not able to go in and cyclone the backline like he wants to. Joshua needs to look for a flank here and use Onslaught properly if they want this to fight. He can't just go from the front. He needs to flank here.
They're going to be shredded right now. They're just going to be right now on the side of Leonatics. They are going to take every single inhibitor. Well, not every, but all of the open ones. And actually, here's the engage. There's the fight. There's a cyclone to the backline. JHSW going to be taken out by Joshua and also LMC Miner. However, Jonah Gruar going to be trying to escape from the Maokai. Maokai is going to be going in. AZT going to be eaten by Nunu. Chomp Chomp. Deadly Chico also been annihilated. There's only 2 members as opposed to the 4 members of Leonatics, and this might be the end of the game.
Go for
It's
Kaiser.
probably
Go for
deadly.
Kaiser. If that was a Divine Sunder, my dude, you would have killed Kaiser there. Alright.
And that is it. The
Unfortunado.
Nexus is open. It's gonna be broken. And looks like Leonatics is gonna be taking the win for this week.
Super clean game there by Leonatics. They're all 4 dragons, Baron into an end. An excellent display of skill. As Aimless Uprising will have to take that L and reconsider their strategy there, and Leonatics will get yet another win. Looking like a very strong, like one of the teams to beat here.
Yeah, this is the reason why we can't count them out. I mean, they did beat the FD Flakers last week, who beat UOG, which is funny because UOG beat them in the first week. So Leonatics on the rise right now. I do see Aimless Uprising, if they're able to, you know, work out their itemization and also maybe a little bit more on their objective control. I think they can also be a team to be reckoned with, as how we based it off on their first week's performance. So
Yeah, I mean, with the item changes and the new season, it's a rocky road for everyone involved. So I commend all the teams who are able to adapt, and those of you who weren't able to adapt yet, you know, you gotta step up. You gotta do your research. You gotta come in here with your game face. You gotta get your game on. You can't be coming in here with limited knowledge and a loose understanding. You gotta have that strategy down packed. You gotta have your builds ready to roll. And looks like we're gonna be ending stream pretty soon. Ken?
Yeah, once again, thank you to everyone who's joined in the chat. The action continues though, as we have the third game between Simon Sanchez Sharks versus UOG Triton Esports. That is on the UOG Triton Esports channel, so you're gonna have to give Paul and Alan just a few minutes as they get situated over there. How do I? Do I do host or do I do raid? How do I?
Slash host or slash raid.
Slash raid?
Yeah, you can do slash raid.
UOG.
UOG tries to need first.
All right, everybody. Thanks for having us. This is Administrator signing off. Going over to the Triton Esports channel. You can join us there, and pretty sure everyone's coming anyway. So let's head on down.
All right, we'll see you guys there.